powered by Kinect für Xbox 360.
Well, F1 Online, the game, is an online racing and management game that lets you race as not only all the stars and all the cars from the 2011 season, but also lets you develop and manage your own racing team and race against the teams of other drivers, other people.
So that means that you have one half of the game, which is with licensed players, teams, cars, and one where you can customize your team.
It's a good way of looking at it, yeah. It's not to say there won't be a crossover every now and then, but pretty much, yeah, you can either fill the boots of your favourite driver and race just for their team as they would, or you can create your own team and get your hands really dirty in the car development and the HQ development of that team.
So how far does this customization go? What can you choose? What car can you choose? What do you do?
Well, your car is virtually, it's like your star. It's like your character in any other game. You get to develop it to a great level of detail. So there's 9 areas of development, aerodynamic parts, there's mechanical parts, there's even electrical parts, and you can develop each one of those individually, turning the car into exactly what you want it to be. Suiting your own racing style, suiting the different courses out there, you can really sort of refine it as the game goes on. It's not quite like hit points or attack or defense, but the car has its own sort of similar stats that you're really going to make you more competitive on the track.
So you have a lot of different options to choose from, but what we haven't mentioned at all, that F1 Online is browser-based, so you don't need to download a client or anything.
That's right, it runs in any browser essentially. It runs on PC and Mac, uses the Unity plugin, which gives you stunning 3D graphics in any browser wherever you are. We take our assets from the console, the high-def console product, so F1 2011, that's like the big brother game to us. They were kind enough to give us all their tracks and cars. We do a bit of digital wizardry, bring them into our game, and there you have them on your browser, streaming for free.
That's quite an interesting aspect, because many people think that browser games do not have this quality, but you actually took the textures, the models from the console version, so you can expect high quality from there.
That's it. It's quite impressive to see, and I think you'll agree, lots of people have been amazed. You sort of, as soon as you knock it into full screen, you forget you're in a browser after all. You see these 3D graphics, these high quality textures, all whizzing past you. When you look at the likes of Monaco with all the crowd and the trees and all the little fountains, all the details, it's amazing. In fact, we even had to add a few extra bits, the things like the tops on the roofs. They weren't modelled for the F1 2011 game, so we're actually giving you even more than the base assets there.
Yeah, that's not bad.
All free to play.
F1 Online, the game, is a browser-based game, so you want to reach a large audience. What do you do to make this game accessible to a large number of people?
Okay, well, we've already, obviously, as we do the official Formula 1 license, there's a large number of people out there who are interested to get involved in managing their own team. We wanted to get as many people in and get them playing the game as quickly as possible, so we've made the game as accessible as we can. We've got a new sort of dynamic top-down camera which follows the action, and the controls are all mouse controlled, so if you want it to be, you can play virtually with one hand just by moving the mouse around, and it's as easy as anything. It's not to say it's not deep, mind, so as the game progresses, it's going to become more and more difficult, and a bit of car development is going to be necessary to stay on the track. But yeah, first things first, you're going to be able to just drive around just using the mouse.
But you don't have to be afraid that it's getting boring over the time. You have challenging tracks, you have difficult driving physics, all of that implemented into the game.
It, yeah, and your competition's going to keep increasing, so we'll keep pitching you against harder and harder teams, and you will start off at the back of the pack like anyone does in Formula 1. You're going to start off racing maybe an underpowered car, but eventually you'll see what they're doing, you'll pick up their tricks, you'll develop your own car and your own team, and you'll be up there on the podium in no time.
Talking about competition, how do you make sure that you can compete to your friends or to socialize with other players?
Well, we've got, in the game you'll have an extensive friends list, so you'll be able to keep track of other players. You'll be able to bring them in and organise group races with just your friends. Also, all our sort of leaderboards and time trial sort of things are going to be sliceable by your friends, so we're going to constantly keep you involved with what your friends are doing.
When is F1 Online, the game, going to release?
So F1 Online, the game, is released at Q1 2012. We'll be going into full beta very, very soon, so please do sign up on www.f1onlinethegame.com, and please come and see what we've got to offer you guys.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.